Morning. It is early Friday morning. I forgot to record when I first woke up and left the house, but we are on the road with Ruby, my 2006 Cadillac CTS, appropriately named Ruby by my mother because it's like ruby color red, I guess. My last car was named Crystal. She just thought it was fun to name it Ruby. I didn't name it. But anyways, we have set out on a journey. One of my friends is getting married in Chicago. So we are taking Ruby on a road trip. This is the longest trip I've ever done with Ruby since I put her together. This winter, we'll call it. We're rolling down the highway here. I got my phone plugged in, so I can't really do much right now, but we are rolling down the highway, and we are getting about 20 miles a gallon right now, 33 now that we're going downhill. But this is going to be like, what did it say? My phone said I'll be there at noon, and or noon 30 or something like that. It's about 7 o'clock now. I've been on the road for, a little under an hour. So we got that going for us, and we'll check back in every now and again, see how we're doing. Maybe my phone will charge up a little bit and I can do some rolling footage. But yeah, decent little road trip for the old girl here, and we'll see how everything's gonna go. I'm not too concerned. I've done a couple little odds and ends road trips with this car, just like to a couple hours away. So I'm not too concerned. But it is neat that this is the longest trip that I've done with this car since I've owned it, or built it even, because this wasn't a car when I got it, but here we go. Well, first stop of the day. Just put some petrol in the car. Get her all filled up here. Put the good stuff in her. I don't need to, but I did. 14 gallons. It wasn't empty, I just gotta pee, but like 3 hours in, 3 hours left to go, something like that. So we get to the destination. Sitting pretty though. I do like the color of this car. My last one was white, hence the white front clip. But she's looking good, rolling good.
Head west.
We get back on the road here shortly. All right, we're back in the car, getting ready to get back on the road. Got some good old road trip snacks, a meat stick, some combos, and liquid death. Car's all gassed up, full tank again. Got about 21 miles a gallon, which isn't bad. Nope, not even recording myself the right way. But yeah, get back on the road here. Like I say, we got 3 hours-ish. So, get on it. Figure I'd try to catch this quick. Oh, I missed it. It was 444. Also, you know, rolling garbage can. My Chilton snowmobile trailer looks better. Garbage. Well, we've hit our first congested area, we'll call it, over in Wauwatosa. Looks like we got this for, I don't know, a little bit at least. But it's pretty, we're steadily moving, like we're cooking along, but it's packed. All the way up to there, all the way back on the other side. Pretty packed. Alright, well, we are moving once again at a decent rate of speed. Not a fan of the old freeway, whatever you want to call this kind of driving, urban driving, I don't know. I can do it, I'm just not a fan of it. on opener road. I got the cruise set again. And we're just mobbing again. This is actually the first time it's really been this open in a while. It's probably about Slinger. And we're south of Milwaukee now, so another ossifer over there. But yeah, we're gonna keep on going. Car seems to be going good. It's a bit windy out, so it's kind of pushing me over to the left here. You got to be pretty windy to push this little car. But like I say, nothing's out of the ordinary with it, and everything seems to be going good. Well, we just crossed over the Illinois border.
In half a mile, use the left 2 lanes to take exit 1B for US 41 south toward Waukegan.
I'm now on foreign soil. But we are in Illinois, so not many of my vehicles have been down here. Actually, got a nice cool little car there. Like I say, I had to empty.
Head east on Beacon Street toward US 41 south, then turn right onto US 41 south, Skokie Highway south.
I had to empty the bladder
At the
out.
stop sign.
Got tool trucks around there. They're just following me, you know. We're getting closer, just about a couple hours, I think, or an hour maybe. Get rolling
Continue
though.
for a
Yay! Congested area again. This guy here's a long ways from home. Las Vegas, Nevada. Got some grass. Nothing but the sights here. Well, we were in bumper to bumper traffic again. At least I got something neat to look at. A wrapped CTS4, and it should be a 2-door. We got a cool wing on there. So we got that going for us. Yay, Chicago! This is awesome. It does sound kind of cool. I don't know if you can hear it on camera. I wonder if it's a stick. thing is sick. Now, for there's those that like the city skyline, there's your Chicago. The Willis Tower over there. I believe this one's a Hancock Tower. I don't know for sure. But we are entering the city. That's pretty wild to put on the back of a truck. Ten minutes later, still in bumper to bumper, just closer to the city. Pretty cool. You can hear that that V up there that I saw before. He moseyed right up on up there somehow. But we're at least still moving. It's at least nice enough outside now that I got the sunroof open and side windows, so what you can call fresh air. Fresh air. As long as we keep rolling though, that's the main thing. And just like that, we're out of the bumper to bumper and we're on the road again. Only got a little bit left here and then we'll be at the destination. So that's kind of neat. Morning. It is the morning after the wedding now. Time to head back home. Get the old girl fired up here and start heading out of Chicago and back to the motherland. Back to northern Wisconsin. So we'll get going on the old road trip here and hopefully it goes effortless like the way down did. So 289 miles. Let's go. Couple classics here. Probably gonna get the old GPS yelling at me again. Look at this Altima, dude. Jesus. The Duster wasn't here yesterday. That was cool. Couple cool cars down here. Look at that skyline there. Pretty neat. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hard to believe I've been at the top of that building. Looks so small. Well, we've officially said goodbye to the Windy City. We're out of city limits. Something about a vibe here in Chicago with me being hungover. But a wedding was good. Congrats to the bride and the groom, but I'm ready to be back in Wisconsin. The old line of dealerships on the highway here is pretty cool. Saw it on the way down. I should have recorded it. I should have recorded back there where the Porsche dealership and Mercedes were, and Audi. But it's literally a line of dealerships down the side of the highway here. This one's cool. Corvette City. The building's full of old Corvettes. That'd be cool just to walk around in there. But we're getting close to Wisconsin. Back to the motherland. It'll be kind of a quiet road trip for me. Record a little bit and maybe I'll do a time lapse. I don't know. We'll see. Great. Got a camper boy. Got all that camber there. We are back in Wisconsin. Yay! Got that going for me. Heading north. That's the next goals. Get back up to my Northwoods. Get out of the city. We have come to bumper again in Wisconsin. Got a Beamer in front of me that's got some loud bits to it. Kind of neat. But I'm guessing there's an accident up there because I saw police lights coming down the hill behind me. But now we're going slow again, so hopefully this doesn't last for too long. Got the wee-woos over there. More wee-woos up there. There's tire shrapnel all over the road. My guess, this guy in the big rig here has blown a tire on the truck or something. And we're back on her. More wee-woos up there. Yeah, that Beamer, I hope you can hear that on camera. That actually doesn't sound that bad. But just like that, we're back on the road again, so I guess you can't argue with that. Hopping and popping. That thing sounds kind of cool. Second gas stop going in here. Neat paper business thing. Gotta love the Quick Trip. Car's doing well. No issues. I'm not saying that I was expecting anything, but car's doing quite well. Got like 2.5 hours before we get home. There's a train over there. Cool. But yeah, no issues with the car. Kind of glad. Might make for a boring video, but hey, it looks good. Just the fact that I touched just about every nut and bolt on this car is kind of neat. That I can just go ahead and drive it right down to Illinois and back. But we'll get the car fueled up, empty my bladder, maybe grab something to eat. Mustang. And then we'll get back on the road. And just like that, we're stopped on the highway again. I don't know why. This lane's moving. We're not. I don't know why. Tell you, if this trip could be summed up by anything, it's getting stopped on the highway. Well, we're on a 2-lane now, and I was just playing with my buttons here. Average 21.3 miles a gallon. I don't know what the average distance for that is. No, it's not gonna say it now because I'm on the brakes. But the instant economy said we were getting 28 miles a gallon going down the highway. So that's kind of neat. I don't know what this car usually gets, but still pretty neat. But we're getting closer, ever so slightly. And yet, another slowdown. This one at least is worth something because it's a farmer. But it's still another slowdown that we have in the trip here. Thanks, buddy. Well, we're on a different 2-lane highway now. A little bit under an hour now till, or a little over an hour till we get to the destination, and then after that we'll be headed home. Very cool. Oh, the old auto museum. Something I've always wanted to go to. Maybe, now that I'm doing the YouTube, I can convince the guys to do a little trippy trip down here to see it. About an hour from the house, or from Rhinelander at least. So it would be, I think, kind of neat. And like I said, doing YouTube, it would make a good excuse to make a road trip down to do it, or to go see it. I think it would be neat. I've never been, so maybe we can convince some of the guys and or other YouTubers, Zach, to go down and do that. I think it'll be cool. Well, we made it to our destination. Next stop is home. And the destination was get the dynamic duo. Yes, buddy, we're going home. Right, Tucker? Can't forget Luggy. Well, we're headed home now. Chevy and Tucker are both happy about that too. I might actually be more excited to see the house than they are. And down goes Lugnut again. Come on, Bug. Come on. And off. That completes the longest road trip I've done with this car. We are finally home. The dogs are happy. Chevy and Tucker running around already. Luggy's happy to be out of the car. But Ruby made it from all the way back, or all the way to Wausau, all the way back. The longest I've driven this car since I've owned it. The longest that drivetrain's been driven since it was in Ruby over, or not Ruby, Crystal over there. Right, boys? They're just happy to be here. But this one off. I'm glad it made it. I'm actually tickled pink about it. It is a damn good car. For being something that technically I saved from the scrapyard twice over, because the white car was technically totaled. And then this one was just going to the scrapyard. How do you point? There we go. This car was headed for the scrapyard. And I took 2 cars and made one, making one good car. And damn, if I didn't do a good enough job, I can just take this car basically on a 16-hour, or what is it, 12-hour round trip, or whatever the math is. There and back, no issues. And obviously a pit stop for the dogs, but I am just overjoyed. Guys, enjoy that video. I really want to make at least a video, me talking over it maybe, of all the photos I did from the build on this car. Because I took photos like you wouldn't believe. I have a whole album of them on Facebook, but I can pull a bunch of photos, and I don't know how to do that quite yet, but I can make a video. I do intend to, on the build process of this car, and get it known on the YouTube, at least on my channel, I should say. I should have started the YouTube channel on this car, because it was just one of the biggest processes I've done since I've been working on shit. But like I say, hopefully you enjoy. Not much for excitement in this video, I guess, but hope you enjoy anyways. Thanks for watching.